Hi everybody, Tennis Coach Robert here with CarlboTennis.com. Thank you for tuning in today. We're going to do the live ball version of this with a serve and a return. And those, of course, are the most important shots in tennis. So we're going to go ahead and imagine that we're serving balls into specific areas. And then the ball is going to come back and we have predetermined where we're going to hit the ball. So for example, I'm going to serve the ball out wide. Okay, and the player is going to hit the ball back to me. I don't know where the ball is going to go. And then the next shot that I'm going to hit the ball into the right-hander's backhand cage or the ad side. And then if the ball comes back, I'm going to then hit it back into the deuce court to open up the court. Okay, so let me give you an example. And this is very important because we have to practice the serve and make sure that we continue with this. It's not just about the form, it's about getting ready for the next ball and so on. Have plans. So I'm going to go ahead now and I'm going to serve the ball. I'm serving out wide. The ball comes towards my forehand side. The predetermined shot was to hit this ball to the backhand cage, so it's down the line. Okay, so that's the simple idea. So I'm going to make it a little bit faster. So I serve the ball. It's out wide. Get ready. Ball comes. Hit it into the backhand cage. Okay, the ball isn't always going to come to my forehand side. It might come towards my body, out wide, to the backhand side. So I have to be ready. So for all the serves that I'm hitting, I'm serving out wide, and I'm hitting every single ball to my opponent's backhand cage. Okay, this varies. You have to adjust accordingly. So this one, I'm going to serve the ball out wide. The ball comes more to the middle. I adjust my feet, hit it into the open cage over there. I'm going to go ahead again, serve the ball here, comes to the backhand side, hit it into the open area. Okay? So I go ahead and I practice that and make sure that I have that on both the deuce and ad side. Okay? So we can go ahead and determine what we're going to do. So I'm going to go into the ad side and serve now. And then the next ball, I'm going to hit it back to the deuce, back to the ad side. Okay? So I serve the ball here. The ball comes towards me right in the middle. I'm going to back into the backhand cage. Okay? So we're going to serve the ball out wide. Ball comes to my backhand side. I'm going to hit it back into my opponent's backhand cage. And of course, I can do this serving the ball down the tee. So I'm going to serve the ball down the tee on the deuce side. Down the tee, the ball comes right back at me, hit it into the backhand cage. I'm going to go ahead and just do that again, but this time I'll hit the return or the third ball into the forehand cage. So here, ball comes into the forehand cage. You want to change it. You want to have a pattern that you're comfortable with, but you can't be too predictable. So I probably would hit most of my balls to the backhand cage, and then to keep my opponent alert and paying attention, I will hit a few to the forehand side just to keep him on his toes, okay, or her. So I need to make sure that I'm constantly changing. I'm going to go ahead and work on the return of serve. So it's a return +1. So I get into my return stance. The ball comes. And in this situation, my goal is to hit the ball right into the middle of the court because I want to make sure that I'm not making any mistakes. I'm going to neutralize it. Person hits a pretty hard serve, okay? So they're going to serve the ball, and the ball comes to my forehand side, split. I hit the return, right to the middle, ball comes back to me into the forehand cage, okay? So when they hit that ball back to me, it's the return +1. I know I'm going to hit the next ball, okay? So I'm going to go ahead and do that again. And they hit the return now to my backhand, down the tee, hit the ball, return, get ready, and into the forehand cage to open up the court. So you can go ahead and you can play around with this and figure out what you're comfortable with. You can go ahead and chip and charge, and you can do all these different things with it. So you're finding out how to return and just not just hitting the ball, because we need to practice the return. The return is the second most important shot, yet I see hardly anyone ever practicing it. The serve is the most important shot. And for the most part, I see people just hitting one ball and saying the first ball in, let's see how this thing works. But we've got to remember, it is the most important shot. So we need to make sure that we're practicing that. One more thing on the serve. So we're going to go ahead and now do a little serve and volley. So serve, okay, run forward, split, volley, okay? So we come again, serve, move forward, split, volley. So you can go ahead and practice that. And when I did my serves, I didn't mention it earlier, I did pick a spot. I knew where I was going to serve the ball. The thing is, we want to make sure that in our minds we know where the ball is going. We have to have a plan as to where the ball is going, and then we just go ahead and hit it there. If the ball doesn't go there, you're not strong enough yet, it's okay. Only you know where the ball is going, but you have to have a plan, okay? I hope you enjoyed this video. Practice your serve +1, your return +1, and that will help you get ready for tennis when we can all go out and play. And it can help you with your tactical part, because right now we have a good opportunity to really think about our tactics, where we need to hit the ball. And then we work on the technique to make sure that we can get the ball to that particular area. We want to hit the ball either deep or short or whatever is in our mind, and then we use technique to make the ball go there. But we don't want to just hit the ball and have beautiful technique without really knowing where the ball is going. So when you're doing these shadows, I really want you to think hard on where you're hitting the ball. Again, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys tuning in today, and I look forward to seeing you again. Thank you.
For more information on Carlbo Tennis, visit www.carlbotennis.com. If you wish to email Coach Robert, please do so at robert@carlbotennis.com, or visit his Facebook page at www.facebook.com/carlbotennis. Tennis for the people. This video was an ADCI LLC production.